superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked. And women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, going to the conspiracy line.
Yeah,
Come on, get moving!
Okay.
My name is Mortag.
Yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled a house with a helicopter?
No.
Well, that'd be really cool. I thought you were a DJ. You used to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric cable. I would around people rather than watching stuff.
And we have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Truitt. You're leaving Area 53. Flum.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
At home, at work, or in rehab, listen to WCTR.
Want to be too scared to go outside? The news is next.
Leanne Forget, WCTR State Control News. Pravda, breaking news. Is skateboarding making your son impotent? And how to find out. Today's top stories. Hatred is good for you. Foreigners, worse than we thought. And our top story concerns the death of recently cleared police officer Frank Tenpenny. His body was found...
James Beeston, world traveler, and this is the Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas.
You're now tight ends up.
Get to a 10-step program,
That's
Lance.
12 steps.
Yeah, you only deserve 10. I'm also Dr. Phillips, and I'm conservative. Today on the show, is it okay to talk to people we were at war with once?
And the skyrocketing price of buying off the politician.
And we talk to people without health care who are genuinely happy not to be burdened with it. It's political debate and discussion from the right and the wrong side of the tracks.
Let's go to the phones before right-wing anger engulfs my life. Who's on the line?
Hi, I have an eating disorder, so I like to move to the West Coast.
Oh, that's so sad. Maybe we need support with some caring.
Yeah, maybe you should keep your finger out of your throat and eat a donut. 99% of the world wake up each day and eat dirt, and Queen Puke-a-Lot here can't keep a meal down? Boo-hoo! What do you expect, sympathy? This is Los Santos. People would give their right arm and left leg to live here. It's paradise, but you have to suffer them along. You can't take the heat. Get out of the nuclear reactor. Next caller.
Yeah, I agree with that caller about the nuclear plant next to the project. You know, nature has a way of taking care of poor people. Tornadoes don't like poor people.
Right, like I don't do laundry. I'm liberated, independent, and I have 3 maids, all of them on less than minimum wage. I mean, poor people are so happy to work for me.
Especially when I help them unionize. Do you have a question?
Sort of. Hey, you know, I got the same name as you.
Okay. Oh, that's a family name.
No, Mary. I was called Bruce by my parents, but I prefer Mary. It's much more. No, biblical. Which, like, okay, I'm an atheist, but I love the Bible. I have 100 that I took from hotel rooms.
What's your question?
Well, as a mother and a fireman, I was wondering what you guys thought about diversity in America.
It makes me very nervous.
Well, you see, I'm heavily into diversity. I'm like a man with a womb, lactating.
Yes, I think you're a little confused.
No, you're the one that's confused. I'm the one who eats Alaskan salmon and children from Alabama. I speak English, I eat German food, I practice French adultery, and I weigh as much as Vatican City. I'm an American.
Okay, you're a nut. Get off our show.
Here, my
Mary,
man,
would you
a tip.
please stop eyeing the producer?
I already slept with him.
So did I.
Brian's on the line. Hello, Brian.
Hi, my name's Brian. I work at Caligula's Casino in Las Venturas.
Excellent. You take stupid people's money. I love it. Very
Come on, I ain't
capitalist.
got time to
Hey,
wait.
Brian, what's your concern?
I did really well in the 80s, but the 90s are proving to be a real drag. The music is terrible. The recession is kicking my ass. Everyone I know is giving up recreational drug use, and the president is doing my head in.
The 80s were really a materialistic time.
I know, I'm a shallow person. Drown me. Look, we need a movie star to be president. It works. They're the best liars. They do it professionally.
Well, so do all politicians. Next caller.
Yeah, I was talking about deforestation.
Yes, that is a shame what they're doing to the beautiful redwoods north of San Diego.
I was talking about women. But you're right, 50 isn't half the problem. It ain't natural and it's un-American.
Look, infatuation and disillusionment is the American way, but it works. Just look at places without professional wrestling and porno.
Porno is the exploitation of women.
Some people want to be exploited,
asshole!
like factory workers. Others want to be degraded. I mean really, really degraded. Like a liberal having his way with you. God, it makes me feel so dirty.
Moving swiftly on from my wife. You're on I say, you say, and what's your question?
Yeah, this is Brad. I'm really into pleasuring myself.
Good grief!
Well, that's my business, but I feel discriminated against. Not only can I not practice my hobby in the privacy of my own garden, car, but my movies are rated as pornographic. I mean, let me ask you a question. Threesomes, right?
Well, that's where our problem started.
Yeah.
Well, right. I ran a movie with 2 chicks and a dude, and it's called a porno. People look at me like I'm some sort of creep, but it's natural. But I ran a movie with 2 dudes and a chick. It's all in French. Probably wins awards. Called an art house love triangle. But it's revolting.
No, you're revolting. Get off the airwaves and into therapy, buddy.
Oh, that's the problem with men. You're imbeciles.
And yet...
Oh, God, don't rub it in. I did. I was desperate. That's all we have time for, luckily. This show is headed downhill. When you take the worst qualities of an elephant and a donkey, you get a lot of shit. We'll see you next time on I Say, You Say.
You said you liked me in that
Jackass.
I Say You Say is heard only on WCTR. Be thankful.
All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
Why do trees talk?
Why are there dinosaurs?
Why do people die meaningless deaths? Is there other life in the universe?
Why do I have to be monogamous?
Do you want answers? Have you searched literature and philosophy for meaning? For years, man has combed the pages of history, searching for enlightenment. Finally, the answers are here. We at the Epsilon program know religion is a deeply personal experience. Join us, and you will be brought to light. Kiflam, I'm the Honorable Chris Fromage. All you have to do is read and understand the Epsilon Tract, and the secrets of the universe will be open to you. The Epsilon program. This time, God, it's personal.
The most boring show with a brand new host. Entertaining America with Laszlo.
Welcome to Entertaining America on WCTR with me, Laszlo. So, the media. You may hate us, but I'm gonna tell you, we hate ourselves more. And stop accusing us of being liberal. What a load of crap. This station is owned by Ammunition. I mean, have you ever heard anyone complain about guns on this station? Hosts are getting shot by them all the time, and it just gets glossed over. Also means I now have a job. If you're afraid of your mortality and never want to die, here's the solution. It's a man who's got all of America talking with his unique approach to spiritual matters. He's helped thousands, or so the press pat tells me. Chris Fromage, founder of the Epsilon program, is here. Hello, Chris.
Kiflam, brother.
Let's not get all cozy here, all
What
right?
does that mean, man? So, Epsilonism, is it a load of crap, or is it the future?
Well, what do you think, Laszlo?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I grow my own religion. So, why I don't know. It's kind of spaced out. I mean, you guys run around chanting lip balm.
It's Kiflam.
Well, whatever. Both sound addictive to me. You know, only popular people are addicted to either. Let's go to the phones.
Hey, Chris, Epsilon sounds awesome. But if you read the fossil records, hunter-gatherer dudes had it made. I mean, who wouldn't want to drag their women around by their hair? They smoked anything they could find. That's like so freaking cool. Then all the men would like disappear for days at a time, and you'd only hear bees shrieking in the distance.
You know, I went to a museum once. That guy's got a point.
Points are irrelevant, Laszlo. Let me ask you something. Do you want to be happy, Laszlo?
What kind of question is that? Yes, obviously.
Then why do you mock the happiness of others?
Well, I mean, this is Vinewood. We're all supposed to be like psychotic and dog-eat-dog and, you know, bang your best friend's wife. I mean, I'm with that last guy. We all have a primitive side there, Chris. I mean, you should have heard the music I used to like in the 80s. It was hysterical.
What's hysterical about being descended from a sponge and not knowing it? What's funny about being told that the world is millions of years old when in fact it's only 157 years old, fact, and its age does not change?
There's nothing funny about that. It's just weird. You know, that voice of yours, man. Holy shit. I can believe anything you say.
My time has come, Laszlo. And so has yours if you let it.
Well, you know, that sounds good to me. Hey, wait. Are you gonna try to sign me up for the military? That happened once before. I mean, I'm into killing people, and I can say, I'll cry when I'm done killing.
Listen, my friend, you can mock, but I know the truth about you. I can see past your jokes into that scared little boy beneath. You, my friend, like a lot of other people, are being lied to.
I totally agree with you, finally. Inversion therapy. I know my mom a huge apology.
Listen, pick a new set of lies. Mine are better. Let me ask you something. When did you last get laid, Laszlo?
Speaking of lies. Wait, look, I'm not an egg.
I got laid this morning by twins. They each laid an egg, and I formed out of them.
What are you talking about? Great, a horny cult leader with a breakfast fixation. I love it. You know, I'm thinking of a cult centered around grits. Oh, wait, sorry, there already is one.
Get a move
It's
on.
called the South.
For the last time, this is not a cult.
Screw you!
It's a fellowship of like-minded adults who tithe money in exchange for salvation and merit badges. Every single thing we do is voluntary, including the swinging and making things up.
Why is this whole town obsessed with swinging? Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, Laszlo, love the show, man. Hey, I'd really love to make out with hot chicks in church.
Perfect. Join us. We've put a price on salvation, and it's a price worth paying, believe me. Look, if you crave sexual conquest, family betrayal, class warfare, and really feeling like you are a part of something, then just do it. Just do it. It's so easy. Join the Epsilon.
Chris, stop trying to recruit people. I mean, you even say you just make this stuff up. Let's go to the phones.
Hi, Laszlo?
Darius Fontaine, look, I told you to leave me alone.
Look, it was an unfortunate incident that happened to your mother, but I was
Did you
quite
buy your
clear.
license?
Grandmother, not mother. It's your fault it doesn't work.
I nearly went to prison,
I'ma
man.
give you a little
What you told me to do is
something for treating me
illegal in most states.
Whatever. Look, Chris Fromage is a liar and a cheat. He made it up. It doesn't help anyone apart from him. The fact is, people need to face their fears. Remember, I always say that. Face your fears. Don't run away.
Darius Fontaine can kiss my ass.
Oh, you'd like that? Would you like that?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because you are the devil. People aren't really afraid, you know. Yet you make them kill their families.
Fears have to be faced. That's what I always say. Just ask Laszlo.
Hey, don't bring me into this ruckus, Darius. This is between you two wackos. I mean, and you stay away from me, Darius. I've got a restraining order, dude.
Laszlo, the only way that you can really communicate with your ancestors is to pay someone like me. Just a second. I want you to try something. Touch my cane.
This whole town, man. I think you've seen too many movies, dude.
You can be happy. Listen, join us. Be famous. Find your true self. Have a breast, nose surgery, whatever you want. Lie with 9 new partners a week. It explains everything. If there are no women, make them. From sand, from garbage, out of thin air. The rich cry too, Laszlo.
Well, that's an interesting theory that sounds like it was formulated with pharmaceuticals. But, you know, I would like to find about being rich and crying, because right now I'm just poor and crying. But this is the West Coast, you know? I'm only into lesbians, man.
It's destiny. Vinewood only lets you down. In the Epsilon program, there are no series finales. It goes on and on and on. We don't abandon you.
Well, we're gonna have to abandon this show. Great, first show and a dude nearly kills me. Now I'm being harassed by a former sociology professor and an alcoholic turned self-deifying cultist. Please, I gotta get back to the East Coast. This has been Entertaining America with Laszlo on WCTR.
Culturally, this country is flatlining. Now you know why.
Gosh, I remember that day like it was yesterday. Jennifer looked so beautiful. I knew I'd love her forever. And then she was driving me on a canyon and her brakes went out. I'm moving on now and married someone half my age. God, I love banging her. I started my life over with Crimson Executive Spouse Indemnity Services. Life can be uncertain, and you never know when your wife will be tragically taken away. Crimson set me up with a huge life insurance policy on my wife. I can't have her back, but now I have a second home.
I
was devastated when I found out my wife was cheating on me. And even more so when she fell underneath the train. I was nowhere near at the time, and my phone records prove it. My life changed forever. I was a real mess for hours. Thankfully, the week before, I'd met with Crimson. Thanks to Crimson, I've had a penile augmentation and am much more confident with women. Thank you, Crimson.
To have a Crimson Planning for the Future kit faxed to you, just dial 1-866-505-CRANE.
Lonely? It's about to get much worse. Lonely Hearts is next.
I'm Christy McIntyre, and this is Lonely Hearts. You know, we get down to it's really a good thing, because, really, I want you to listen to me. Pull over. I said pull over! Life is not a game. Life is love. First caller.
Jess, remember me.
I told you, leave me alone!
Okay, we are back in the garden. I'm Maurice, and we must answer nature's call. Going to the phones. Greetings, garden lover. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Trish.
Okay, is that short for Patricia? I asked. It's name, not nickname. Skinhead food-wearing friends call you at the rallies. You should do less drugs and learn to try a bit harder. Next caller.
Hi, my name's Colleen, and my husband has a total different problem.
This sounds serious.
Here's a
Well,
little something
he started
extra
on
for you.
small scale, just recreational usage, you know, doing horses and cockerels, yeah, unicorns, but it's kind of gotten out of control.
How so?
He just can't stop. I mean, people think it's all fun and games, but what happens when the party stops? What happens then?
Okay, just hold the phone. Hold the phone and get a grip, okay? At my house, when the party stops, we pay the gimp, get rid of the sailors, and 15 men start crying in unison.
Well, that's your business. My husband's reached bottom. It's terrible. Giraffes, lions, elephants, rhinos, all of them carved out of hedges. Penguins, dogs, velociraptors. You name it, he's made a leaky person.
What could be more natural than a man trimming a hedge into the shape? Very therapeutic. Makes a man feel like a god. When you can twist nature to your own perverse entertainment, then you know we've won. Eat me, Darwin.
But now he's trimming bushes into a spaceship, a rocket, and a lamp. He runs around with hedge clippers and screams, trim that brush at our neighbors. He even fastened a shrub into a kangaroo with a pouch, and he sleeps inside it some nights. Oh, he's freaking out on Bush. He needs help. Please, you gotta help me. I hate hedges.
Romans love topiary and look at their contributions to society. But as they say, if the grass is greener in the other fella's yard, hey, it's college, so Dad's out of town. Okay, next caller. Whoops, hold on a second, I'm blossoming. There we go, hold on.
My name's Henry.
Are you blossoming?
I guess I am. I've really come into my own in the past few months since I joined a cult and began tithing money in exchange for spiritual happiness and letting everyone take turns on my wife. Anyway, I have a lovely dog, mostly carnivorous. A Venus flytrap reminds me of my mother. She's in prison now. Anyway, it's so fascinating how it catches animals and eats them. I started with flies, and now mine can swallow a whole squirrel. Or a small horse if I chop it in half first.
Have you tried any experiment on human beings?
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Good man! Good man! See, the secret of nature is once something is at the height of beauty and potential, it is time for it to wither and die. A bit like the British Empire. Well, it's withering and dying right before our eyes. It's run by a queen, and if she had a pistol, she'd be the king. Luckily in this country, we
make the feria,
hubris. But hell, I'm all over the place here. It's so easy to get out of control when you're doing something that comes natural. Line 2, you're on.
Why you allow Bob if you blind?
Yeah, my name is Terrence.
Can I call you Telly Welly?
Sure, I guess. I'm growing flowers, but sometimes I get really angry and fly off the window to the herbicide. I don't mean to. I say, I don't mean it, baby. You'll be all right. Then I cry and wear diapers for 2 days.
A flower? Nothing more than an educated weed.
Why is everybody on the radio named Maurice?
Great gardener in the sky that you've been fixed. I hope they snipped your nuts off. Spreading your seed could be a disaster. We have a question. God, some vegetables on this shit. Tards.
Yeah, that guy was talking about bugs and plants that eat them. I got a better solution. The pesticide in the sprinkler. My kids love it.
You hit me, fool!
The ones that live.
Oh, lovely. You're a lovely human being. Fucking fluoride in this town is spreading like weeds. Little bastard dandelions. Just pop every one of your goddamn heads up.
Look out!
My name here on Gardening with Maurice.
Yeah, I heard what you said about bonsai trees. And you know what? You can stick that green thumb right up your ass.
Oh, yes! Another man who grows miniature plants so he can feel like a giant. A real man loves enormous trees that he can have his way with, chopping them down and using the wood to fashion rocking horses and suggestive whirligigs. Okay, we're running out of time. Literally. But again, like a seed sown in a hurricane or a mushroom spore from outer space. I'm Maurice. Until next time, dig a hole and plant yourself.
That was the show that generates more phone calls than any other on WCTR. Gardening with Maurice.
Talk is cheap, especially on this station. Featuring more rich, angry people complaining. WCTR.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, we're a huge corporation.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, and we can't be stopped. All you protesters can go to hell.
It's time for Clucking Bell.
From the factory farmer to your plate, the chicken's life is a sorry state. The pump full of chemicals, what the hell?
They even make my breasts swell.
At least we know we're slipping right. I love chicken with a shitty.
Somewhere else. And finally, is cheese
No,
the
Chad,
latest
just drive.
weapon in the battle against communism? We explore deeper, much deeper. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Prepare to be appalled. Hello?
Yes, hello. I would like to talk about a conspiracy.
Okay.
It starts with food and our toxic culture, these chemicals in our bodies. You must flush them out, Marvin. Third, start by masticating.
Did you say masturbating?
Listen again, Marvin. My lips in here. Masticating.
Okay, I get out here.
Vigorously. To really cleanse, you're going to have to do some yoga. The cleansing properties of doing yoga with large books in your head cannot be exaggerated. Marvin, it's time for your down dog to really have a
I was wondering when my career would hit bottom, and now it's here, right before my eyes. Stuart is on the line.
I think everyone out there will agree that the Russians are in charge. Foreigners are behind that exorbitant handheld gaming device to increase our productivity and make our thumbs useless so our kids can't fire machine guns.
I hear what you're saying about video games. People are dying every day of malaria, and it's all because of the messages planted in our minds from that degenitron in the 80s. Line 18. Hello.
Okay, man. Mind you, I've been over to the other side.
What are you talking about, buddy?
I've been inside everything, seen everything. Remember the first time you did mushrooms? There are aliens living in this thing. Aliens, and I've held them in my own hands. Everybody, go to the desert, beg their forgiveness.
How did you know all this?
I went to the camp. Believe what you want to believe, but ask yourself, why should I make this up?
The only thing I want to ask myself is how I can keep you off future shows. Oh, God. Kevin, hello. You're on the air.
All the missiles are under my control, not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I can launch nuclear missiles by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for me.
What's your problem? This isn't a cartoon or TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them. You hit me, asshole! If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked, and women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, go into the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Montag.
Okay.
My name's Montag.
Oh, yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled a house with a helicopter?
I'm late for a meeting.
No,
Step on it,
really
Tony.
cool. I'd like to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric chambers, tightly wound around people, or just watch them go through space.
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving Area 53. Shiflum. Oh!
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
Tired of all the sunshine and good weather, looking for a real American vacation? Visit the shining jewel in the Rust Belt crown, Casa City. It's a real man's vacation. The pride of a nation is in Casa City. It's steel, ice, and poverty. Spend a romantic evening in the beauty of the nighttime river glow at the flaming river. Watch real men who make things lose their jobs and fight on our special Closing the Mill guided
Look
tour.
where you go!
Come see what we're really made of. This is real America. Drunk, proud, unemployed, and angry. Hear the eagle roar in Casa City. This is what the Heartland is all about.
Want to be too scared to go outside? The news is next.
Leanne Forget, WCTR state-controlled news. Pravda, breaking news. Is skateboarding making your son impotent? And how to find out. Today's top stories. Why hatred is good for you. Foreigners, worse than we thought. And our top story concerns the death of recently cleared police officer Frank Tenpenny. His body was found in the aftermath of the recent riot set off by his acquittal. Coroners took several days to identify the body, which had been mutilated and stripped by the homeless. More on the riot of the century. How do we keep it from happening again? Richard is on the streets with